Hey, what's up guys? Steve here. And today we're going to take a look at the 25 highest selling 1980s baseball cards from the pwcc weekly auction that ended on August 20th. Before we get to the top 5, I also gathered a total of 31 bonus cards for you guys today. And we'll kick today's list off at number 25 with this 1986 Topps Tiffany Steve Carlton, card number 120. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $69.60. Up next at number 24 is this 1983 Topps Ryne Sandberg rookie, card number 83. This was a PSA 9 and it also sold for just short of $70. Coming in at number 23 is this 1986 Topps Tiffany Billy Martin, card number 651. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $76.80. Up next at number 22 is this 1985 Topps Tiffany Steve Carlton, card number 360. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $86.40. We get our first junk wax era rookie at number 21 with this 1989 Upper Deck Randy Johnson rookie, card number 25. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $91.20. Kicking off the top 20 of today's list is this 1986 Topps Tiffany Keith Hernandez, card number 520. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $91.20. Going 1 year back, up next at number 19 is this 1985 Topps Tiffany Tim Raines, card number 630. This was a PSA 10 and it also sold for $91.20. Coming in at number 18 is this 1983 Topps Mike Schmidt, card number 300. This was an SGC 10 and it sold for $93.60. Up next at number 17 is this 1980 Topps Jim Rice, card number 200. This was also an SGC 10 and it sold for $108. The kid makes his first appearance on today's list at number 16 with this 1989 Fleer Ken Griffey Jr. rookie, card number 548. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $110.40. Make that back-to-back Ken Griffey Jr. appearances at number 15, this time with his 1989 Topps Traded rookie, card number 41T. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $126. Up next at number 14 is this 1988 Topps Tom Glavine rookie auto, card number 779. This was a PSA 10 with the 10 grade for the auto, and it sold for $138. Coming in at number 13 is this 1987 Fleer Barry Bonds rookie, card number 604. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $162. Up next at number 12 is this 1986 Topps Tiffany Dale Murphy, card number 600. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $168. Coming in at number 11 is this 1985 Topps Tiffany Eddie Murray, card number 700. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $180. We're sticking to the 1985 Topps Tiffany set to kick off the top 10 with this Joe Carter, card number 694. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $186. Up next at number 9 is this 1989 Fleer Ken Griffey Jr. Rookie Auto, card number 548. This was a PSA 9 with the 10 grade for the auto, and it sold for just short of $200. Coming in at number 8 is this 1986 Topps Traded Barry Bonds Rookie, card number 11T. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $324. Make that back-to-back appearances for Barry Bonds at number 7, this time with his 1987 Fleer Glossy Rookie, card number 604. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $420. Up next at number 6 is this 1987 Topps Traded Tiffany Greg Maddux Rookie, card number 70T. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $528. Alright guys, as promised, I've got a total of 31 bonus cards for you today, and we'll start off with a Hall of Fame rookie that just missed the top 25 with this 1983 O.P.C. Tony Gwynn rookie, card number 143. This was a PSA 8 and it sold for $62.40. I usually don't run across a lot of Deion Sanders baseball cards in these weekly auctions, but I did find a couple of them, starting with this 1989 Don Russ Rookies Deion Sanders rookie, card number 6. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $54 even. Up next was Deion's 1989 Topps Traded Rookie with card number 100T. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for just short of $40. And for the last Deion bonus card, we get his 1989 Fleer Update Rookie, card number U53. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $26.40. For one of our weekly regulars, we get our 1980 Topps Rickey Henderson Rookie, card number 482. This was the highest graded copy up for auction, which was a surprise. It was a PSA 6 and it sold for $46.80. Up next was a handful of Mark McGwire's I ran across, starting with this 1987 Fleer Update Glossy Rookie, card number U76. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $45.60. Up next is this 1988 Topps Mark McGwire card number 3. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $37.20. And for a few more rookies, we get Mark McGwire's 1987 Topps Rookie, card number 366. This was a BGS 9 and it sold for $9.60. And looking through the bargain bin auctions, I found this 1985 Topps Mark McGwire rookie, card number 401. This card was ungraded but authenticated by NBA, and it sold for $8.40. Moving on from Mark McGwire, another weekly regular that just missed the top 25, we get this 1987 Topps Tiffany Barry Bonds rookie, card number 320. This was a PSA 8, and it sold for $37.20. For a few Roger Clemens that just missed the list, we get his 1985 Fleer Star Stickers rookie, card number 123. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $20.40. Up next is one of Clemens' most valuable cards from the 1980s, with this 1984 TCMA pre-rookie, card number 22. This was only a PSA 5, but it sold for $28.80. Up next is a few Bo Jacksons, starting off with his 1987 Topps Future Stars rookie, card number 170. This was a BGS 9, and it sold for just short of $20. Up next is Bo Jackson's 1986 Sport Flicks rookie, card number 40. This was a BGS 9, and it sold for $16.80. Sticking to the same 1986 Sport Flicks set, we get Barry Bonds rookie, card number 13. This was also a BGS 9, and it sold for $15.60. Up next is this 1987 Don Russ Will Clark rookie, card number 66. This was a PSA 9, and it also sold for $15.60. For a Darryl Strawberry rookie, I ran across his 1984 Don Russ rookie, card number 68. This was a PSA 8, and it also sold for $15.60. And for another Bo Jackson rookie, I ran across his 1986 Topps Traded rookie, card number 50T. This was a PSA 7, and it sold for $12 even. Alright guys, moving on to the bargain bin, trying to find cards around $10 or less. We'll start off with another Will Clark rookie with his 1986 Topps Traded rookie, card number 24T. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $10.80. Moving ahead a few seasons, we get this 1988 Topps Traded Mark Grace rookie, card number 42T. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $9.60. Up next is this 1982 Don Russ Nolan Ryan, card number 419. This was a PSA 7, and it sold for $8.40. For our 22nd bonus card, we get this 1984 Don Russ Wade Boggs, card number 151. This was a PSA 8, and it sold for $8.40. We didn't run across any Kirby Puckett rookies in the top 25 like we usually do, but I did run across this 1986 Topps, card number 329. This was a PSA 8, and it also sold for $8.40. I did run across a few Edgar Martinez rookies, starting with this 1988 Fleer rookie, card number 378. This was a BGS 9, and it sold for $8.40. For another Bo Jackson rookie, we get his 1987 Fleer rookie, card number 369. This was ungraded but authenticated by NBA, and it sold for $7.20. Up next is this 1988 Score Traded Roberto Alomar rookie, card number 105T. This was a BGS 9 and it sold for $7.20. And for the last bargain bin card, we get this 1987 Fleer Barry Larkin rookie, card number 204. This was a BGS 8 and it sold for $6 even. And before we get to the top 5, I did put aside 3 different Ken Griffey Juniors, starting off with this 1989 Don Russ rated rookie, card number 33. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $28.80. Up next is this 1989 Classic Travel Update Ken Griffey Jr. rookie, card number 131. This was a PSA 9 and it sold for $25.20. And for our last Ken Griffey Jr. bonus card, we get his 1989 Bowman rookie, card number 220. This card was ungraded but authenticated by NBA and it sold for $14.40. And kicking off the top 5 of today's list is this 1982 Topps Traded Cal Ripken Jr. rookie, card number 98T. This was a BGS Gem Mint 9.5 and it sold for $1,260. Up next at number 4 is this 1987 Leaf Greg Maddux rookie, card number 36. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $1,590. Coming in at number 3 is this 1987 Leaf Bo Jackson rookie, card number 35. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for just short of $2,000. Up next at number 2 is this 1989 Topps Traded Tiffany Ken Griffey Jr. rookie, card number 41T. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $3,240. And topping off today's list at number 1 is this 1985 Topps Tiffany Roger Clemens rookie, card number 181. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $8,700. Thanks for joining me today, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.